What's going on, LFG fan? Welcome back to another episode of the LFG Podcast, your favorite podcast for anything and everything in pop culture. As always, my name is Jet. We got J-Mag and Cody. John is not here. He will be back next week, hopefully. You know. But the three of us are going to hold it down for this episode. We're going to do what we talked about last week, our top 5 MCU scenes. Moments, however you want to break it down. It's kind of weird because it's kind of long. Some are kind of shorter, but we'll talk about it when we get there. So we're going to be doing that. That should be a lot of fun. Obviously, the what we watch is I got a bunch of those. That should be fun. Get some opinions on some different things that came out. But yeah, let's start with the news. We're going to get you guys caught up on all the pop culture news that came out this past week. There is a bunch. We're going to talk about Superman. We're going to talk about Fantastic Four. We're going to talk about Nintendo, Mikey Madison. I got some Mikey Madison news in here. So it'll be fun. Get you guys caught up on everything. So without further ado, I guess passing it along to Cody.
Oh, that's the thing now?
That's
I
the
guess
thing.
so.
Well, then you're out the way because I was prepared. So
Oh my god, every week.
all right, we're live. Throat. We got some names here. Director Christopher McGuire.
Nah, it is not McGuire.
Yeah,
McGuire. Query.
McQuarrie.
McQuarrie? Yeah. Hey, we got it. I hope we did.
All right. Anyways, says the plane stunt at the end of Mission Impossible was inspired by a TikTok video. Wow, that's kind of crazy. I foolishly showed Tom Cruise a video thinking he'd simply be amused by it, and he said, "I could do that." I believe it.
Damn.
Yeah, hold my beer. Crazy.
Yeah. He like, I do my own stunts, bro. This is nothing.
Yeah.
And best
Keep
believe.
going. Keep going, because these next three are like all Tom.
Oh,
They're
okay.
all Tom.
Tom Cruise didn't wear a parachute while moving around during the plane stunt. It would have been too dangerous if it deployed. It would have killed me. I just had thin wires. Wow.
Insane. Next one.
Wow. Tom Cruise has released the stunt of him skydiving with his parachute on fire for Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. He did the stunt 16 times.
16 times is insane.
What?
On fire.
Yeah, because that scene was crazy. I was like,
That
bro,
scene, yeah.
this is why it's called The Final Reckoning. He's dead. And
It's insane.
wow.
So shout out to the GOAT. I really don't care. Once the stunt, award gets handed out in 2 years, the first one needs to go to Tom Cruise. I don't.
Yeah,
the first one needs to go to Tom. I don't care if he had a movie come out that year or not. Give it to this man, please. Like, that's insane. So give him his flowers. Give him the first one, and everything will be good because
He
he's a legend.
deserves the first one.
Yeah.
And it's not.
I think
Go ahead. I'll let you.
because you said it's in 2 years. Like that's going to be the first one.
I think it was in 2 years. Yeah.
He could possibly have like a movie come out by then.
See, okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's no shot like this to like stunts, like doubles that were doing these stunts that year and feel like they deserve an award because y'all just that's why y'all got an award thing now. But Tom Cruise been doing his own stunts, bro. Like, come on, bro. He has to get his first.
Yeah. Does Top Gun 3 have a year?
Not sure. I don't think it does yet. No.
Maybe Top Gun 3 then.
Maybe they line it up to where he does something in there. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Maybe
He didn't do no crazy stunts in Top Gun Maverick though.
Nah.
He didn't do nothing like that.
Shit, who knows?
I remember.
This movie though, if they had an award right now, it would go to this movie.
Automatic.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, shout out to Tom.
Anyways, details on Doug Liman's Deeper. Co-stars Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas follows an astronaut who encounters a terrifying force while exploring an uncharted trench. That sounds like a movie I've seen. Christopher McQuarrie is rewriting the script. Budget is $200 million. Cruise wants to make the next film.
Oh shit! There you go.
There you go. So I mean, yeah, this doesn't have a date, but it presumably right, couple years. So
yeah,
but yeah, that's cool. McQuarrie is obviously the director for the Mission Impossible. I think the last 3 Mission Impossible. So teaming up again on this one. So yeah, count me in. And then Ana de Armas, hell yeah.
2 stars for sure.
2 stars. What is this?
Popcorn buckets. If you guys haven't noticed, I mean, I'm sure you guys live in the pop culture world. You guys know about this already. Just thought I'd show you guys for those of you that don't know. That Herbie one is actually pretty cool. I don't know. I think it holds your cup and some popcorn and all that. And then you see all the other little stuff, the car and the cups and all that. But the big one right there, and literally the big one, is I think it's like 16 inches, 17 inches, something like that. Galactus head, lights up, $80, insane. I'll be getting it.
The popcorn better go all the way down.
Yeah, it's got to. Maybe not. You know what it's gonna be? It's gonna stop right there at the top. Yeah, yep, right there.
That sucks.
That's where it's gonna stop.
The obviously it kind of pales in comparison to the other two, but that car
is fire. Yeah,
that car is fire.
I got the Barbie car too. It's when they do the cars, that shit's dope.
That would go nice on your little shelf, man.
Yeah, that would be great. Coming soon. He needs to fill up his wallet and get that back.
And the cups. So.
Yeah, it must be fucking. I'm waiting.
And the pop.
Not the TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
But,
and then the Herbie one too. That, like you were saying, that shit,
and the Herbie
large
one.
popcorn, large drink, and candy can hold all that.
Yeah. So that's dope.
You know, you're walking to your fucking seat. You
just gotta hold that Herbie. That's it.
That's cool. That Herbie.
Hell yeah.
Wow. More on that in the future. Samuel L. Jackson says, I do movies that I want to go and see. I like that. I do popcorn movies. I don't do movies that I'm going to get an Oscar for. People are out here statue chasing all the time. I said statue. That's statue, right?
Statue, yes.
That doesn't make sense in my head saying that word.
Statue.
Oh, statue Oscar. Okay, I get it. So yeah.
Right, he said niggas is out here ring chasing.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Like, y'all not doing it for the love of the game. Y'all doing it just because y'all want to get something out of it.
That's crazy. That's a quote. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out Samuel, man.
W man. Blumhouse is acquiring the rights to Saw with Lionsgate still involved as a partner. Creatively, the franchise is now back with James Wan.
That's fire.
Yeah. The last thing we reported on this was, it was in limbo indefinitely. Who knows when, if it's coming back. But yeah, there you go. Saw is still alive, coming back. Lionsgate's still doing it. So, I mean, I don't. All right, cool. But back with James Wan's cool. Wow. Excited for that.
Dope.
Walton Goggins is in talks to star as M. Bison in the Street Fighter movie.
Yo, that's kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie.
So you're not the first person to say that. A lot of people are in the comments. My only thing is Bison's a big motherfucker. Goggins is not big. He's a small guy.
And my counter to that is Homelander.
Why he's a little guy or what?
Yes, he is skinny as fuck. Have y'all not seen him?
I mean, maybe.
I've seen him, but I've never really
We'll spin back on this later.
Assessed his stature.
When I saw that, I said, "Wow, that's insane."
Yeah, Bison's literally broad shoulder, big arms, big bite, all that, bro. He's a monster. He's a beast, and I like Walton. Just saw him in The White Lotus. I think that's where that's actually from. Fantastic actor. Always does his thing, but he doesn't have the physique to play Bison.
Hey man, we got technology now. We got different types of people that can do all creative things when it comes to bodysuits, man. Have faith. Chris Evans says he's sad to not be returning for Avengers Doomsday. This could all be fake, obviously. It's sad to not be back with the band. But I'm sure they're doing something incredible, and I'm sure it's going to be that much harder when it comes out and you feel like you weren't invited to the party. Yeah, he's there. There's no way he's not.
Yeah, it's a surprise cameo for sure.
Yeah.
This shit is so weird, man. Like, we talked about it before. Like, they had all those reports. It literally got reported by big fucking publishers. Chris Evans returning. Fucking Benedict Cumberbatch returning. And then all of a sudden, they're not. Like, obviously, the script could have changed from what they originally wanted to do. But, yeah, this shit is just so weird.
Because my thing is, like, realistically speaking, if they didn't reveal RDJ as Doom, we would never know. And he would just be like, I'm not in the movie. So, like, they just, like, I don't know, man. I don't know why they even do shit like this. Yeah, like.
Yeah. And that's the thing, too. It's like them, kind of like what you were saying, them bringing back RDJ kind of opens the door for literally anybody to come back. And we were already there
literally
with the multiverse, you know. But yeah, them doing that, like bringing back him, the actor, yeah, anybody, nobody is like out of the realm of possibility.
Bro, what?
So
Still want my Tom Cruise.
Anyways, Superman will have early access screenings for Prime Video members on July 8th. Tickets go on sale tomorrow.
At the time of taking this screenshot, yeah, this was news, okay, but me and Jet tickets secured. So that actually went on sale this morning, and we got those ready to go. So hell yeah, I'm super excited.
Well,
we'll
I'm
talk
pretty.
about that, right? So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Talk about it. It's nothing.
So there was a report that came out this morning that the sites had crashed because of this. Now, I purchased this way after you. I got my ticket way after you. I saw it and I remembered it, but I was at work, so I was kind of like helping patients, logging in a little bit as I could, helping patients, going back to it. Finally was able to secure them. But when I got to it, and I was going through multiple things because these are all IMAX showings. And there's a couple IMAX theaters where I live that have recliner seats. And for the most part, they're still, for whatever fucking reason, old school seats. So I'm going to have to fucking endure that just for this. But we're seeing Superman fucking early. Fuck it, you know? But yeah, I was going to ask you about your experience purchasing this because, yeah, there's a bunch of, when I was looking at it, there was a bunch of theaters and there was still hella seats. And that was later on. So
mine. This is mine right now.
Yeah, there's seats.
Yeah, all the blues. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I guess people were just struggling in the morning. I saw this. I think it was one of the people I follow on Twitter or X is Diss Trackers. And I think he did that maybe like 30 to 40 minutes after they initially dropped, and there was seats sold. And I got like one of the last ones, like a solo seat, like in the middle row and stuff. So I mean, I got good seating and stuff, but I didn't have no crashes. I even had to like put my card information in and kind of like go look for stuff, and I still had no issues. I was able to do everything smoothly.
It's interesting too because I was watching John Campea today, like the actual live show, and I was catching it towards the tail end where he's talking to the viewers. Well, you know what I mean, but answering their questions. And yeah, somebody asked him a question about it, and he was talking about it, and he was like, "Yeah, they did something weird with the timing, and that I guess it didn't drop exactly when people thought they were going to drop. At least for them, that they didn't thought it was going to drop." And so they got lucky, I guess, and he barely got tickets to where he was going to get. So I was like, "Oh wow, that's kind of crazy." But again, I think they're in California, so that kind of makes more sense.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, I'm in a big state too, and yeah, at the time I was late, and there was hella seats, so I thought it was interesting. But yeah,
mine was an IMAX, and I think there was other showings too. Like Angry Joe bought his at Alamo. So
okay,
yeah, so it's pretty cool though. I'm excited for this. I'll obviously expect a day one, reaction from us, a review for us, I should say. So that'll be pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Well, standard. This is the IMAX. I don't know. Let me pull this down so I can see if y'all can see it. This is the IMAX one.
Mm-hmm.
Seats everywhere. So yeah. All right. Director. Oh, we've already done this. And then we come down. It's right here. All right. The Fantastic Four sold more tickets on Fandango during its first day than any other movie this year.
Yeah. I mean, that's expected, I guess. That's MCU. First iteration of Fantastic Four in the MCU. Pretty cool, though.
Man, I'm fucking excited, man.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun July. Tickets are secured for all three already. Jurassic, Fantastic, and Superman. Can't wait.
So. Use for all three incoming.
Yep.
Michael B. Jordan wants to make a live-action anime adaptation. So he just wants to be part of any anime or like a specific one? Because there has to be.
And he wants to be in it?
Yeah, like I'm confused. There's a few black characters in anime, and I mean, what anime are we talking about?
But hey, people in the comments were saying he's a fan, a super fan of one of them, and I forgot which one it was. I'll see if I can look it up right now, but maybe that one.
Yeah, we'll figure out because I don't know who he's trying to be. Camp Rock 3 is in the works. No, it shouldn't be.
Yeah, that was for Cody. Obviously, I liked Camp Rock 2 back in the day, but yeah, Camp Rock 3, crazy
No,
man, it's
man.
insane. It's insane.
They're gonna kill it, bro. It's gonna be so bad.
Oh, I think it was bad already on 2. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Okay,
See,
listen,
now
I
slow
wasn't
down.
gonna say no.
2 was
That movie
not
sucks.
bad. 2 was
Bro,
not bad.
Oh my
2
Cody likes 2. I don't like 2.
Real people
man.
know 2 is better than 1.
No, that's
What?
insane. That's insane.
It's a fact.
No way.
It's
No,
a fact. Camp
you're
Star
crazy.
was lit, bro.
You're
They had
crazy.
actual stars aboard. They actually was stomping them. But you see, back in the day, people was into that whole like this, like I don't know, this weird like cringy type of Camp Star. That was where the stars were. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you,
Bro, that's one part of that fucking movie. The movie as a whole
was
Yeah,
good.
Oh god.
The
The-
premise you just said, hey, I like that. Which one did you watch? Because
So
nah.
the dude that made the Camp Rock and the dude that made the Camp Star, they was in a group together. They broke up and they had the differences. They made their own camps. Well,
Yeah, remember?
this hard, and he tried to take everything from him. That's what happened. He was that nigga, clearly.
Hey, I love what you're saying right now. The execution wasn't there.
Man, you're crazy. The way they was battling, bro. That black dude that was Camp Star lead, that nigga kid sang. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. Everybody has their differences. Go ahead.
They're gonna have to be counselors.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously,
like
right?
there's no way it's them still fucking going to Camp Rock.
Yeah, most definitely. But Camp Star, that movie, Camp Rock 2 was hard. Y'all are tripping.
That's funny.
Mario Kart World's open world isn't what you think it is. Duh.
Yeah. Let me bring up here what they said.
I didn't even know it had a real open world. I just thought it was the main menu thing.
IGN, this is from IGN, obviously. It says, that sense of wonder you often feel when discovering something off the beaten track in a video game just doesn't seem to exist in Mario Kart World. It's largely empty, lacks atmosphere, and feels bizarrely devoid of activities to get stuck into. So, but yeah, maybe like Jet said, it's just a loading screen, and that's it. So I don't know, unless they decided to make it a little bit more. But
I be watching people play it on TikTok. Mario Kart is always gonna be fun. It's fucking Mario Kart, but yeah, I don't know if people were expecting it to be like super open world, but that was crazy to even think.
Yep.
What the fuck? It's wild.
Mario. First look at Lego One Piece sets.
Oh shit! Here we go.
yeah,
I didn't see this.
you got the Going Merry, obviously, the Baratier, Buggies, I think Circus is that one in the bottom left corner, and then that top right corner is Arlong Park. Yeah, I cannot wait.
Arlong Park is hard.
Yeah, these are awesome. That Baratier one, I think, is like $400.
Damn.
Thousands of pieces, I think it was on that one. The rest weren't too bad. I think it was like 30, 50, and then the Going Merry is like 120 or something like that. So,
Man,
but
that's dope.
I would like to get all of these if I could, and then I don't have no space for them, so I'll probably keep them in the box for now. But yeah, those are.
The runtime for James Gunn's Superman is 2 hours and 9 minutes. That's a good time.
That's a great time. Fantastic Four, I think, is right behind that at 2 hours and 10 minutes. So
Okay.
that one's pretty cool. And then I think Jurassic World is 2 hours and 5 minutes, something like that. They're all like right there. They're all within range. So all three of those are going to be pretty good.
Hopefully. Oh wait, actually, man, let's go back. It's crazy how you can see the whole suit.
Oh yeah.
Warner Bros. Were eyeing Michael Bay to direct a new Superman film starring Henry Cavill back in 2022.
Wild.
That's crazy.
That's fucking wild.
I would have been down.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right,
When Michael Bay, when it comes to shit exploding,
bro,
Yeah,
that
that's
ending
the
would have
guy.
been legendary.
The
Bro, what?
credits.
Yes.
Cut to
Bro,
It's gonna be
what?
Superman just flying up in the sky.
Bro, what?
Yeah,
Nah, they missed out on an opportunity. Michael B. Jordan says Denzel Washington told him to stay offline to avoid overexposing himself to audiences. Why would they pay to see you on a weekend if they see you all week for free? It's valid. Nowadays,
game.
Celebrities aren't celebrities. They're just like people you see every day now. They're regular. They used to be people you would look up to and inspire to be, but now everybody, like, I don't know. We're too close to them. I don't know how to explain it, but
they are very accessible as compared to
word.
back then, for sure. Like you said, like you'll see the people that you want to see, like the celebrities talking about. You'll see them, in the movie that you're watching. You'll see them on TV. But other than that, like, you probably got to tune into a fucking award show to see them, like, out of the element. So, yeah, definitely more accessible with social media and things like that in today's age. But yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Crazy. And the CW announced that All American has been renewed for an 8th and final season. Why the fuck did you put this here?
Yeah.
This is the last season?
Nobody cares, bro.
What do you mean, bro?
I just want to know how they get renewed for this. Who is watching this?
What you mean? See, look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't. That part where you told me he went to the NFL, I don't know if you watched it, because there's no way they're making more of this and he's in the NFL.
Brother, I saw the clip. I will send it to you after this.
Bro, what's happening in this show?
I don't watch it, so I don't know. I just know he went to the NFL. So
I gotta catch up.
And
how's he still an All-American?
Trust me, I don't know. I don't know.
What's Coop doing?
We ain't worried about Coop no more. A sequel to One of Them Days is in the works. Keke Palmer and SZA are set to return. Never seen it.
It was all right. It was like a Friday type of vibes to it. Wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was just
two of them days.
Female Fridays.
Yeah.
The day after one of them days. The last day.
Saturday.
Oh, man. Probably more on that. Never. Mikey Madison is in talks to star in a darkly comedic take on Edgar Allan Poe's The Mask of the Red Death. Did I say that correctly?
Yeah.
For A24, the story follows a prince who attempts to avoid a dangerous plague known as the Red Death by hiding in his abbey.
Yeah, I don't know what an abbey is. I don't know if you guys know, but I don't know what the fuck that is. But yeah, more from Mikey Madison. Obviously, she was the female lead winner, and after seeing her in Anora, I am a huge fan. So anything she's in, I'm going to check out for the most part. So yeah, this is what she's in talks for. So just wanted to bring that to the pod. Big fan.
The building's occupied by a community of monks or nuns. It's an abbey.
All right. A24.
We are trying to pick up anybody's head coach, and we are being denied. Mikey Madison reportedly turned down a villain role in Sean Levy's Star Wars Starfighter due to a pay dispute. Respectfully.
This is details, I guess, then, right? Because last time we've talked about this, it was just in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had no details.
They wasn't trying to pay up.
Yeah. Hey, that's all you got to do.
She got that Oscar, so.
You make too much money
to pay some Oscar money now.
Exactly. That's the
today's bill. Yesterday's bill ain't today's bill.
But see, that's what he wasn't mentioning. They're chasing awards for that reason. They trying to make the money. You get the award, you get paid that extra tier because you're that award-winning type of actor. But hey, are you chasing awards?
That's true.
That is true.
You get the award, you get the notoriety, you get the money, you get all of that. You got to get that award first, though, and your career takes a bunch.
But then it's like, why aren't you doing movies just because you like to act? But they already making money regardless.
Yeah, but there's a difference.
There is a difference. So what side are you on?
But see, then you get into like a discussion that me and J-Mag were having last time with someone like Jen Ortega, for example. She just being whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's not terrible. It's like, I guess it's not necessarily a bad thing. But people just kind of look at your career and it's just like.
But see, why should you worry about that? If you're fine, your career is okay, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not going down.
See, people could, because I believe in the talent. I think the talent is there. And I'm looking at you, and then I'm looking at your peer like Timothée Chalamet and thinking like, why aren't you where he's at? It doesn't necessarily have to be them two. That's just
no. I see what you're
That
saying, but I could make the argument that Timothy's ring chasing.
It's fine.
Well, he said he wants to be the greatest, so I guess.
He's admitted
but
that.
like you were making the point right now, like what's wrong with that? What's truly wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong with it, but like at the end of the day, you should be doing it because you love it. And if you love
he does love it though.
No, like strictly, like that's what the who said it? Who was it that we just read?
Denzel.
Was it Denzel?
No,
Samuel.
Samuel.
Yeah. Samuel, but see, he's old now. See, like saying that, it's like, of course, now you're doing that.
Times have changed too.
Times have changed,
and because we don't know exactly what he's referring to, but Timothy's not just taking like these artsy ass roles. Like he was just fucking Willy Wonka.
Yeah. That's a pretty big role.
But it's still a goofy ass movie.
I 100% agree, but that is not like just a random ass movie. Let's be honest. That's Willy Wonka. Like that is Willy Wonka.
I mean, I understand what you're saying by
your favorite movie?
The height of the movie. No, I'm not. But it's still a goofy ass movie. Was my point.
Yeah,
but I understand what you're saying.
But yeah, like Goofy isn't the problem that Samuel was talking about. Like he meant like literally like you're only looking to do big roles to get you those awards. They just want a statue. But Timothy might be different, but he may be in a position where he's just getting it, and it just so happens that's the route he's going. He's just blessed.
But see, he could be talking about someone like fucking like Leonardo DiCaprio. But he likes Leo, so he's probably not.
See,
but he could just be talking in general because Leo's not gonna do a fucking Willy Wonka role. Like he does all the artsy shit. He's with De Niro all the time. He's with fucking whatever Days in Hollywood. I can't think of that fucking that director's name. It's escaping me. But he does a bunch of roles like that where it's like artistic and yeah, just super artsy.
I guess
before Wonka though and Dune. I mean, even Dune, like Dune, nobody thought Dune could work. Like nobody thought Dune could work. Like so, him doing that, I think he elevated to what it is. But even before the Wonka and stuff like that, he was doing small time artsy roles. You know, Call Me by Your Name, which is regarded as one of those. The one John tried to watch, where he's like a vampire or something. You know, King. He's doing these little roles that aren't these blockbuster type of things. So I think he's doing it off of his own success. I guess what I'm trying to get at. Like Wonka was his success, and Dune was his success.
And Dune is in that same realm as the shit that Samuel L's doing. He's doing fucking Marvel for a fucking decade.
Yes,
it's just the same realm.
Hey, there's no issue with both sides. I
agree. No, I agree. We're there. I agree. It's just a conversation.
I don't know, man. Chase them awards. It gives you more money.
It's a fact.
Dave Filoni is reportedly a top candidate to co-run Star Wars after Kathleen Kennedy leaves. Current thinking is he'd co-head Lucasfilms with executive Carrie Beck. Some worry he's too steeped in Star Wars lore, risking the brand losing broader audiences. One Disney insider. Show more.
That's crazy. Some worry.
Yeah, I don't really get that third point.
Yeah.
Not the third point, the second point.
The second point, yeah, he knows Star Wars. This man is Star Wars. He learned from George Lucas himself. He got knowledge firsthand. So that's a problem?
No. I think what they're saying is that like you're so like deep into the lore that you're making stuff that the real fans will fuck with, but the general audience looks at it like, what the fuck? Like, why are you making this? Like, they don't even care for it anymore because it's like something that they don't even understand. That's how I took that.
No, you're absolutely right. But my thing is, you just saw how the last trilogy went. That didn't work for your general audiences. That didn't work for your hardcore audience. So let's take it back.
Yeah, I don't know. The rest of that says one Disney insider says he's not the Andor guy. He's the Ahsoka guy. That's funny. I mean, in my opinion, the Star Wars fandom doesn't know what the fuck they want.
That is true. I've heard a lot of mismatch left, right.
They're so divisive. They don't know what the fuck they want. And if I'm gonna be honest, the only thing that I really want out of Star Wars is just to go past the Skywalker saga. Like I just want to move forward. Shit, really, you can even move in the past, but you got to go way back in the past. Like I don't want nothing to do with anything that we've already seen. Like I'm good off that. Obviously, you make it. If I'm interested, I'm gonna give it a watch. I fucking love Star Wars, but yeah, like we've been here for 40 fucking years, something crazy like that. We've been in the Skywalker saga, ventured out of it, and obviously they're obviously just talking about, you know, movies and TV for the most part. Obviously the books, you can go read that and they go left, right, up and down, all that fun shit. But yeah, I don't know. Like I know, because I know people do have problems with Dave Filoni. Like I do know that. Like it's not sunshine and rainbows in everybody's head, but I mean, or Kathleen Kennedy. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So we'll see.
Star Wars. Ma 2 is in the works. Octavia Spencer will reprise her role.
Damn, I never saw that.
I didn't watch the first one. Yeah, me neither.
Neither did I.
Yeah,
just wanted the world to know that. LFG world to know that 2 is in the works.
She is holding that gun, no finger on the trigger. I would not be scared.
That's trigger discipline right
there. Hell no. Hell nah. Kaiju number 8 manga will be ending in the next 2 chapters.
I'm reading this now, but there's no point not to. 129 chapters. That's it.
That's easy.
Good, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah, we were talking about that last time. These newer animes, they don't go long.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because again, the one that I always like go back to, like just knowing off the top of my head, like Attack on Titan is 138. So a little bit less than that. What's JJK? What do you remember? Top of the head?
No.
Around it, maybe.
I think in the 200s, 300s.
Damn.
I think so.
I didn't even think it was that much. Ooh, or what's, because you could look at that. What's Black Clover?
I feel like that one's a lot more. No, that's a lot.
Like 400.
271 chapters, so close to 300 is JJK.
Okay. Is Black Clover over?
It is. I think it is.
380.
380.
That's pretty good for a story if you know, love the characters, love that world.
Yes, indeed.
We've been saying that over here.
Kevin Feige was asked about the Fantastic Four spaceship in the Thunderbolts post-credit scene. Their ship is the Excelsior, and there is a Fantastic Four ship entering the MCU, but I'm not sure they're the same ship. He's just talking. Like, of course you're not going to say it. The hell?
Yeah. People did point out though, like in the trailer for Fantastic Four and in the end credit scene, those ships did look a little different.
Yeah, well, he is building something, and he's probably building a new ship.
I don't know if I don't think I've told you guys this too. I think, and maybe it's obvious. I think they're going to the negative zone. Like, how do they save everybody on Earth? I think there's no way they just let everybody die, right? Like, there's no way. I think they stash them away in the negative zone.
Damn.
A little arc of some sort.
Then that's a lot of story that they're gonna have to come back to.
That's a lot of people on Earth too.
Like, you think they leave us after a while and go deal with that?
No shot.
I don't know.
Because it's interesting you bring that up, because they're obviously the leading like way of thinking is that Galactus just wins and they just come over here.
I don't think.
But it's like that's there's no way they do that. Like the movie's just too forward not forward, but I don't know what to say. Like
the streets are empty too. If you guys notice in the trailer, there's nobody in the streets. There's nobody in the buildings. Everybody's gone, and Galactus shows up. Where did everybody go? Obviously, they could have gone to some bunker or some shit, but
yeah,
I don't think it's that simple.
Yeah, it's not that simple. I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to say about the movie. Like, there's no way the movie is just like that. Like, they're already giving us what's happening in the movie that fucking direct, and like you're gonna risk the entrance of the Fantastic Four when it's been. I'm gonna say this, but you know what I mean. Like, kind of butchered twice as far as like the Fantastic Four for real. Like they haven't really been done super right yet. Like you're gonna give us a straightforward story we already know the ending to for their first introduction. Like that's kind of crazy. So you might be onto something. Like they do something with the negative zone. I don't know, but man, I'm excited.
Interesting. According to official press releases, a bundleable Lego Gumu Gumu no Mi will be given as a day one purchase bonus for the One Piece live action Lego sets in select stores.
That's cool.
That is indeed.
That is very cool.
That is cool.
Wow.
That man said bundleable.
Buildable. My bad. I was gliding.
It is bundleable.
People who pre-ordered a Nintendo Switch 2 from Walmart got a snack and drink for free. Walmart didn't advertise it, saying they wanted to surprise people with a feel-good moment.
Water and Cheez-Its.
Water and trail mix. Hell no.
Walmart brand.
Walmart brand. What is it called? Man, hell no.
That's funny.
That's so sad. Nintendo. First look at a popcorn bucket for James Gunn's Superman.
That's cool. That's a big piece too.
That is kind of cool. Yeah. Can you remove this? It looks like he's planted on it. I feel like you can remove it.
Yeah, maybe. Looks like it.
That would be pretty cool. A bidding war is happening for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre rights. Creatives and studios involved: Jordan Peele, Monkey Paw, Taylor Sheridan.
Oh wow!
Paramount.
Wow.
What?
That's Taylor. That's my boy, Taylor Sheridan. He got his whole. That's the dude I tell you guys to go watch. Pick something from him, and you're not gonna be disappointed. I didn't look at the names. I'm looking at the studios. I'm sorry to interrupt. I see Monkey Paw, Paramount, Neon, A24, Netflix. The first one out of my mind, maybe Netflix, but Paramount is like right there. Don't give it. I'd rather see it in Monkey Paw, Neon, A24. But then I see Taylor Sheridan, and I'm like, okay, you might got me with that one. Let me see what he cooks up with a horror. That's
Texas.
Crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. But my bad. Proceed.
Give it some
Perkins.
Nah, give it to my boy Glenn Powell, A24. And then Netflix, you know how they
do. The same Glenn Powell, right?
There's no way. Wasn't sure. I wasn't sure.
I didn't know. Right? It has to be. Whether Glenn Powell, you know.
Because it's not even like a crazy name, you know. So
no,
it's probably a billion Glenn Powell.
Glenn spelled like that and Powell spelled like that.
Glenn spelled like that. What the fuck?
As far as what I could tell, yeah. That's the only Glenn Powell from A24 that comes up.
W.
That's crazy. I mean, maybe this is starring Glenn Powell.
Keep that shit the fuck away from Netflix.
Your track record with horrors, I ain't fucking
horrors, nigga, with movies.
Whoa, slow down. Slow your roll, big belly.
My bad, King.
Warner Bros. Discovery shareholders have symbolically voted against David Zaslav's $52 million pay package. Nearly 6% thinks he's overpaid. I think he is too.
What does symbolically mean? Like, yeah, we all
because there was no vote to be had.
Yeah, we prayed on it, and yeah, like
wow,
we prayed on overpaid. Crazy. Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
52 M's.
You getting 52 to just sit there. That's basically what they're saying. 60% though, that's almost half. So half of them think it's okay. That's because they getting paid when he getting paid.
They near that shit.
Yeah, they ain't tweaking over that. Nah, he's straight, bro. Get your money up.
He take care of us. Y'all tripping.
Yeah. See, that's why I hate
his salary go. Mine's going with him. Like, nah, hell nah.
Oh man, shareholders. James Gunn says fans shouldn't get sucked into online rivalries regarding Superman and the Fantastic Four. They come out 2 weeks after us. There's room for both of us. I love my friends at Marvel. You can find whatever discussions you'd want to find online. I'd focus on all the positivity around the films instead of getting sucked up in online fan wars.
Man, I don't want to say James Gunn isn't in the know. Mm-hmm. You know, he doesn't know what's going on. But you do be online, so I'm gonna speak directly to you, James, just in case you see this. You never know. The people that you need to be worried about are not the Marvel fans. It's your own fucking fans. The quote unquote DC fans, the Snyder Bros. You're fighting yourself in this fucking battle. Your own fans don't even want you to fucking succeed. So yeah, you don't got to worry about the Fantastic Four. I'm gonna be so fucking honest with you. I'm gonna be real, but nice quote, I guess. Unity. Yeah,
He's a good guy, man.
It's misguided.
What Kevin Feige say? Yeah, I've been just running around avoiding people. I don't want to hear none of that shit, man. Screen Geek says Peacock cancels 5 shows, leaving fans devastated.
Yeah.
One of those is Suits.
Yeah, gotta be right.
I actually don't remember what the other 4 were. I don't remember seeing Suits because I remember seeing shows I didn't know. But one of them was Teacup.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. You remember me? Makes sense. Makes so much fucking sense.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But yeah, Teacup did get the axe. We have a couple pieces about that show on the channel if you want to check that out. YouTube channel.
Yeah, Teacup, Hysteria, Mr. Throwback. I guess this is the name of the show based on a true story. And then Blade. Those are all the ones that got axed.
Wow.
Fans of those shows sucks, man. That sucks.
Yep. Thor 5 is reportedly in the works at Marvel Studios. Taika?
Not bad. Good.
All right. Thor Ragnarok and Love and Thunder will not return to direct.
Okay, they're taking it in a new direction.
Indeed. Yes, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
If we can somehow get to a middle ground of the first Thor and Ragnarok, we can somehow, because obviously it's not going to be either one of those two, we can somehow get to a middle ground of that. We'll be cooking. I think we'll be great. Because he made Ragnarok and it was amazing. It was a hit. It was different from everything that we had gotten from Thor. And then that nigga ramped that shit up to a 20 and it was not good in Love and Thunder. So he's gone. He's out of here. Obviously, he made the best Thor film, so that's tough. And I actually like Taika.
That's top 3 in my end. That's top Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah,
is top 3 in my
It's good. It's great. Yeah. I actually like him a lot. Yeah. But yeah, Love and Thunder, I don't know. He just tried to do too much.
Said, "Oh, you like that shit?" Oh, hold on.
I just want to know, like, why did they try so hard to make his movies unserious? Like, I don't get it.
Because the first 2 were serious as fuck.
Yeah, but like you went from a 10 to a -10 to a 10 to like you weren't in the between. What? Like the serious and unserious. Like you just took it from a 10 to a -10. Like just completely just said fuck it. We're just gonna jump over the boat and like make it unserious.
I don't know. It was just too much. It was just too much. That's why whoever they get to direct this new one, I just hope he finds a good balance because. Thor is a great comedic character. Like he's super fucking funny. But again, like I said, Taika just like J-Mac said, you like that shit? And he just ramped that bitch up too fucking much.
Broke the damn dial, man. Damn.
Jump the gun, man.
Fucking laughing goats. Like, this is the MCU, man.
Bro, I don't even think Ant-Man was this unserious. Like it's crazy.
I like that one.
Nintendo's $10 Switch 2 minigame collection, the game that many fans believe should have been free, requires you own at least $95 of accessories in order to complete 100%. Welcome Tour, a game that arguably should be free, needs $95 of accessories and a 4K TV to complete. Yo.
Wow, they said this is $10. Guys, go ahead.
Welcome to the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2 that dropped last week. Yeah, crazy.
Wow.
Gaming, as far as pricing, gaming is absolutely crazy.
No, the decisions they make with this damn console is insane.
Oh no, just wait. 2 more pieces. Go ahead.
Man.
Outer Worlds 2 will be Xbox's first $80 game when it launches this October.
We're here. We're here.
We just hit 70, bro. We just hit 70, man.
We're fucking here.
Yeah.
Continue.
Continuing, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 will most likely cost $80 for standard edition. Xbox confirmed earlier this year that their titles launching this holiday will have a price increase. No release date yet for Black Ops 7.
You know, it's funny. These companies that don't deserve a price increase whatsoever are just taking the initiative to just, let's fucking do it. Black Ops 7? Are you fucking serious?
Yo.
A price increase
for a game
for you to just drop old maps.
Mind you, it's just gonna be Warzone DLC. Like, you're dropping an $80 game that's just DLC.
And that's the fucking standard.
Standard.
That's the standard. What are we actually talking about, man?
That'd be $130 for that $100 one.
What happened to $59.99, man?
We took it for granted.
We took it for granted, man.
Hey, PlayStation's still holding strong. This is obviously going to come out on PlayStation as $80, but again, who owns Activision now? Xbox. So it's Xbox, really. PlayStation. You guys are surprising me, man. I mean, I'm still expecting you guys to follow suit, but so far, you guys are holding.
So
see how long that lasts.
W's. Drake turns his basketball court into his closet.
I couldn't believe this picture when I saw it.
I couldn't either. This is insane.
That shit looked like... So obviously, he has all the fucking money in the world, right? But to actually... just thinking about it, that's not all his clothes.
Nope.
Like, he for sure probably has a house somewhere in Miami with just filled with fucking clothes. This is crazy.
Bro, this is literally a Ross setup. Like, this is the counter where you purchase and then motherfucker just go to the aisles and look for clothes.
I think it takes him to pick something out. He probably doesn't even pick him out. He probably goes get the new outfit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brand new outfit.
This is just his... I might come back and check these clothes out. His closet has his real
in here
shit.
Once, if that.
Yeah.
Probably hasn't worn it.
Yeah.
They even put a whole carpet down. And
that shit is
they
insane.
got a rack of shoes over here. Wow. And I think that is it, boys and gals. Stop that.
Right, there you guys go. More news in the books. You guys know the rules. If you guys heard something you didn't already know about, hit that like button now. That'd be much appreciated. Yeah, we talked about it last week. Let's go ahead and get into our top 5 MCU scenes, moments.
All right. And number 5. See, now, when I made this list, because I wasn't sure if y'all were excluding Infinity War and Endgame, because I did. I feel like that was too boring to put in.
Oh, we could do that. I mean, I have honorable mentions. I mean, obviously, I was gonna start from 1 and 2 because that's obviously 1 and 2. Infinity War 1, Endgame 2 for me. That's.
I was just excluded.
So,
and I chose these out of I feel like moments that really define MCU, but in a way where it's like it's just so great. Oh man. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm starting at 5 to make one that more, build up. In Avengers, when Captain America was talking to that cop and he tried to give him orders, and the cop said, "Why should I take orders from you?" And then he started kicking the alien's ass, and then he turned to him. The cop instantly turned around and started getting to work. That scene brought to me it just because in the moment, Captain America isn't the Avengers isn't people don't in this moment you can see people still don't trust them. People don't look up to them. They don't listen to them. And after that movie, clearly they were the Avengers. They were the people that are protecting us now. So it's we should listen to them. We should trust them. And I feel like that movie was that scene was a turning point. And I feel like it was a really great scene, especially in that movie.
Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do this instead of going through your whole list. Let's all give our number 5s.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. Jet, what do you have at number 5?
Damn. This shit. Okay, so number 5 for me is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. It is Angela Bassett's speech.
Ooh.
I wanted to put this higher. I really did. I fucking love this scene with everything that I have. But I just want to be as like non-biased as I can, and I just can't put it any higher. But I mean, we know what it is. I think she should have won leading actress. Shit off that scene alone, but the whole movie, I mean, it was her. She was giving it. Angela Bassett is fucking incredible. In that scene, you just feel the emotion, the raw anger, just everything from just losing all her family members, just one by one, they were just going. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she thought she lost Shuri at that point. I think she, because she assumed she lost everybody at that point.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, I think I'm lying. That's in. Oh yeah, because she got taken.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about when Namor cracked the glass and then but that's when she died. So I was getting it mixed up in my head. But yeah, that scene's incredible. That's my number 5.
Bro, I felt so bad for Okoye right there because I was like, damn, man. Shh. She said, have I not given up everything? Oh my God.
Shit is it, man.
J-Mag.
At number 5 here, like I said, I have my honorable mention, so I'm taking Infinity War and Game off, so that pushes things up here. Thor, Ragnarok, the arena scene, gladiator scene. When we first see Hulk, Gladiator Hulk.
Yeah.
I think at this point we had no idea where Hulk was anymore. I think he had taken off. Haven't seen him in a few movies. Nothing. So for him to be a surprise cameo, show up, not even a cameo, to have a co-star role in there, that was pretty cool. That whole scene itself was comedic, was entertaining. It had action. Yeah, like we've talked about it before. Chris Hemsworth just bringing that comedic relief to Thor. Loki was even in that scene. Tom Hiddleston, and then just being a badass that Hulk is, and getting to see him in that gladiator fit for the first time was just geeking out for a lot of people, me included. So that was really cool. So I have that one at number 5.
I'm thinking not even a few movies, because he leaves at the end of Ultron, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was Ultron.
He takes off in the bird, and then I actually want to look that up. When was Ultron, and then when was Ragnarok? Because we hadn't seen Hulk in a minute, I don't think.
No. Yeah. That scene was crazy because like that man Hulk was just enjoying it. He was just having a blast.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
2015 to 2017.
So yeah, 2 years worth of fucking Marvel movies. I mean, that's a lot. Yeah, especially back then. They were pumping out what, like 3-4 a year, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So,
and then they weren't even doing this cast announcement like they were now, right? That was just a complete surprise for him to show up and like, oh shit, that was cool.
That's what makes shit good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's my number 5. Kicking it over to number 4, Cody.
Number 4, Shang-Chi versus the Death Dealer. Wait, yeah, okay. I thought I had it out of order because I didn't want to mix up my 3. Okay, I almost fucked up. Yeah, so it was that scene where so first of all, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the movie. Death Dealer is the one that basically trained him. He was basically his teacher, and that man had stole the necklace, so Shang-Chi had to chase that man down in the top of that building. I ain't gonna lie. That might be it has to be a top 3 fight scene in the MCU. I could be wrong, but for me, I love that scene. Like the choreography was elite. Just the whole idea that he's fighting somebody that trained him, and like a lot of people in MCU don't have like a no kill rule, so you could see his attempts to kill him. Like every shot was with the knife was to kill him, and like man, it was just so crazy. Like the whole scene, just to build up and what it meant. And then his dad shows up, and it's like, man, like that scene was just elite to me. That whole movie's elite to me, but that scene was just, you don't get much like that, man. So, yeah,
that movie has some of the best fighting in the MCU. Period.
Yeah.
Number 4. See, this is just where it's like epic levels of ridiculousness. But I got Civil War, Cap versus Iron Man.
I wanted to put that bit
with Bucky.
Yeah, that whole thing, like them walking in there, the reveal that Bucky was the one that killed Tony's parents, like, and then them fighting Iron Man fucking 2v1 and them niggas, like that, bro.
That motherfucker was Taskmaster before Taskmaster.
Yep. What'd he say? He's my friend, so was I.
Bro.
Yeah.
I was that That shit is amazing.
I was so tempted. That scene is
That shit is amazing. I fucking love Civil War.
When Iron Man is staring at the computer and then he looks up at Bucky because he's looking up like that's the nigga that. Oh my god, bro!
And it's so crazy because we had just recently watched Civil War. I don't know how the fuck I didn't notice this, but yeah, Iron Man's just talking about it in the beginning, like they never made it home. Yep. And you know, he's talking about it in the
he has like the hologram.
He's talking about it to the college students, and they're literally showing that fucking day and them leaving, and it's just like they're literally showing us like it, bro. I don't know, man. That movie, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Good. That's a great one. At number 4 here, I've got this would have hit a little bit harder. I've said this before, but nonetheless, it's still fucking hit. Andrew and Toby showing up, and that whole final battle scene with all 3 of them, just that was just crazy. Something we thought we would never ever see. Is these Spider-Man come back, and yeah, they came back, and not only that, but it was an awesome scene. You throw in the fact that, you know, Green Goblin did his thing with Willem Dafoe, and yeah, that whole final act of a final battle scene for was that No Way Home?
Yeah,
fantastic.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah,
when they all was like all standing on something and they had the shot. Oh my god.
Yeah, insane. I love you guys. They're like, yeah, sure, yeah, man. That was such a good time.
Yeah, man, that was.
Yeah,
I gotta rewatch that movie. I want to say before I go, it's crazy that so far we have not named the same thing. And I want to just for people out there, we have not talked about this to each other. So like, this is kind of crazy. I didn't think we were all like so far. Let's see how long it lasts. All right, number 3, we're moving it to MCU shows.
Oh shit!
The Daredevil and Punisher conversation. I love their chemistry on screen. And the fact that they were able to bring back these characters and have the same chemistry as they had back in the original shows, that might be the best conversation, or I should say just best like dialogue they've ever had in the MCU, in my opinion, because the emotions that they portrayed, the choice of words was excellent, man. Like just the whole fact that Daredevil literally refused to say this man's name, and he got pushed to the edge where he just had to get violent, and then he stepped back and said, I'm sorry, because he's trying to be better. And then what is Punisher like? Punisher's like, yeah, you know, you just the first honest thing you ever did, right? Like, oh my, the lines are they're executed so flawlessly, and then the build up to the end of it where he's saying like he got life. What about old Foggy? He get life? Oh my god, that scene is a 10 out of 10, bro. Like it gives me chills every time I see it.
I forgot about that fucking scene, man.
That's a great one too.
Damn, that's a good fucking scene, bro.
I'm surprised it's not higher on my list.
Damn. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna. That hurts. Okay. So, Andrea phoned in, and she has her favorite scene. This is your number 1? No. Okay. This is not a number 1, but like you guys said, or like you guys heard, she said when Yelena in Thunderbolts is talking to her dad about how alone she's been after her sister died, right after Sentry beat their ass, and she starts crying, and then they see Bob in the sky. That is a good fucking scene.
That is a good ass scene.
Yeah. That is a good fucking scene. I agree. W Thunderbolts. My number 3, and I know for sure, like, I'm only going to be the only one that has this, but for whatever reason, every time I watch this fucking part, like, man, like, I don't know, I just get emotional. But in the first Captain America, when he's flying the fucking ship to crash that bitch, and he's talking to Peggy, over the radio or whatever, and they're talking about how he better not be late, and they start making like a date that obviously he's not going to make it because he's about to die. Like, man, every time, like, I get so fucking emotional watching that shit. And sometimes I cry. Like, I can't, dude, that shit is good to me, man. Because she's about to lose the love of her life, and she knows it, and she's talking to him, and, oh, it's so good. It's so fucking good. And then, obviously, that story just gets crazy. I'm just talking about it a little more. Obviously, it just gets crazier as the more the MCU goes on because obviously he lives and he sees Peggy again and she's old and he's actually able to go to her funeral and fucking Civil War, I think it is. Like, their relationship, it just spans across the whole MCU. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I love fucking Peggy and Steve. It's good. It's so good. I love that scene. It's a personal favorite one of mine. And yeah, there's obviously like more epic ones, but yeah, for me, I had to put it. I had to. So
number 3 for me, and you guys might see a little trend here. Comes from one of Cody's favorite movies, Multiverse of Madness. The Illuminati scene.
Oh shit!
Getting to see John Krasinski, Mr. Fantastic.
Yo.
I forgot his name is Stewart, right? Something Stewart. John. No, that's not just
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah,
Patrick Stewart in the yellow chair for the first time as Professor Xavier. Fantastic. You even get a little, I guess, callback from Inhumans, Thunderbolt. You get that actor from in there to come back as Thunderbolt. That was cool to see.
Black Bolt.
Black Bolt.
Black Bolt. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And and then you get Peggy Carter in that scene, and then you get Monica Rambeau in that scene, and then just for Wanda to just come in and just wreck shop and just make
what mouth
quick work. Yeah, what mouth? She Peggy's cut in half. Insane. She delivers a line. Is their mother still around when she's talking to Mr. Fantastic? Yeah, she's still alive.
Christ, I forgot about that.
She's still alive. Oh, good. That's good. So somebody will raise them when you're dead. Oh my god.
That is one of the most crazy lines that they have ever said in the whole MCU.
Insane.
So forgot about that, yo.
Insane.
Yeah. Fantastic scene, man, from beginning to end, and just that was crazy. Crazy. So I got that at number 3.
Not to butcher the moment, but it's still crazy. She said that when she's going to go replace the mother of the kids that she's trying to take. But hey.
So that fantastic scene. Say what you want about the movie, but that scene right there, top notch. Number 3.
So far, so good. Nobody has repeated. Number 2, we're going back to No Way Home. The condo scene when his spidey senses kick in and he figures out that something's wrong. I ain't gonna lie, the whole from he's in the other room, his spidey senses go off. He doesn't even know what's going on. He walks out, he's looking at everybody. The hell is? He looks up. Oh my bro! Like the fact that he was Green Goblin the whole time, and like it just the escalation from. This shit's not working out. You got what's his face taking off the thing because like it's about to end. Everybody's about to get fixed, but nope. It just had to take one bad person to say, "Nah, fuck this." Everybody scattered. Like it was just insane because in that moment, Spider-Man has to worry about Aunt May because she's like the only person that. Or I think there was somebody else in there too, but everybody else is She's he's trying to protect her while trying to stop them at the same time, but he has to figure out which one he wants to help. So he's telling her to run, and then everything just starts going. I don't know why did Dr. Connors what is his name? What did they
the lizard?
Yeah, what's his name?
You said it right, Dr. Connors?
No, like do they call him Lizard? I forgot. Yeah. I don't know why. Oh,
yeah, lizard.
That sounds so wrong in my head. Yeah, well, I don't know why he did what he did because all he had to do was just sit in the truck, and then he had to be a dickhead and climb up to the thing and just start fucking with him. That was so weird to me. But besides that, the whole escalation in the fight scene that he had with Green Goblin was elite. That man like was literally tanking punches, threw him through the floor. Like, oh my god, like that whole scene all the way up until Aunt May dying was just, bro, like. Might be one of the best scenes I've ever seen. Like, bro, it was so good, man. I was so hooked after that, bro. Like, it was no going back. Because after that, he was defeated, and obviously the Spider-Man showed up. But
this scene is pretty crazy, especially with the Spidey sense. Like, if I'm remembering it right, because they don't do like the whole like squiggly line. Like everything's kind of weird. I don't remember because I remember. maybe I'm just remembering this wrong, like, but I just remember being in the theater and not knowing what the fuck was happening for that split second. Like, what is he doing? Why is he? What the fuck,
Bro? Literally,
what is his face?
he was
right
just
now?
confused.
Yeah, he. And I was confused. I was right there with him, and then like you just said, what happens, and you're like, oh, that was fucking dope. And then they just start fighting, like you said. They were going through walls and floors.
What?
And he's beating his ass.
Yes, bro. Like that scene is insane. Man. I loved it. Man.
That's a great one too.
Hell yeah. See, this is where shit gets spicy. Because I don't know what to do.
Damn.
Because, and you can tell me if I'm tripping, but I feel as if the Spider-Man coming together, I feel like is equal to Infinity War in my head.
So you're telling me hype is better than? Wait, you said than Shock? Or on the same level?
Yeah, because I kind of feel like and to defend, I guess the hypeness a little bit. Like we knew it was happening, and it still like was like the greatest fucking thing in that moment. Mm-hmm. Like I never thought that I would see that ever. And obviously, like I said, like I just said, we knew it was going to happen, and it still blew me away. I still thought that scene was a 10 out of 10. Just like you said, them swinging through the thing, them landing on it. Like at the time, I was like, wow, that's the best fucking scene in the MCU. Like all three Spider-Men from our fucking generation together on screen, and they just did a badass fucking swinging scene. Seeing all of them fighting their past villains, like it's ridiculous. It's honestly insane. And I don't know, because obviously, like, no spoilers, we already talked about this last week. Like, obviously I have the portal scene #1, but I don't know I don't know what to do with Infinity War or No Way Home, because I just feel like No Way Home can compete with that just because of what it is, what it had to overcome, and it was still elite. Fuck, man, I don't know. For the sake of picking one, like, I kind of want to go Spider-Man. Like, I don't know. I kind of want to put Spider-Man too. But is that crazy? And honestly,
I'm
like,
trying to
obviously,
think.
it's just my opinion.
I mean, yeah.
I don't think it's crazy, but I mean, I don't agree.
Right.
I mean, it's...
Because that's like a moment that you never see, ever.
Yeah, that's true. Another moment you don't see, though, is the villain winning. You don't see half the people that we just spent a decade with disappearing. And then now what? Yeah. But no, it's not crazy. That's like not outlandish. Yeah,
it's not crazy. That's reasonable to think about. Wow. You just had to go ahead and copy J-Mac. Huh? Now we were on a good streak, too. You're on a great streak.
Yeah, it's tough. I think I think I'll ride with that right now. Maybe I could reorder it and push stuff down, but because I I'm still super high on Infinity War, obviously, but Bashy phoned in and said his favorite scene is in Captain America: Civil War when Steve finds out Bucky is alive from when he jumped from the train in Captain America: The First Avenger.
He knocked his he knocked his mask.
Yeah, his little, he had a little mask on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a good one.
She said,
"That's
great. Bucky."
Yeah. Buck.
This is number 2, right? This is number 2.
Yes,
this is number 2.
Number 2, we're taking it back to the very first one, Iron Man. A scene that you could still throw on today, and still just like, wow. The visual effects, him in the suit for the first time, him going to fuck up, this terrorist organization. I think it was the 10 Rings, and fantastic scene. Him flying through the sky with the jets. Yep. Iconic. Him shooting the tank with one missile, turning around like a badass aura. Iconic. So that's a scene to this day that just holds up, and you could just put it on and still enjoy how badass that shit was in the start of the MCU. What we got, maybe not so today, but Infinity Saga, and hopefully future stuff. But yeah, Iron Man 1.
Great scene.
Fantastic.
And then he's talking on the phone with Rhodey.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, "Is that you?" Oh man, that's a good ass scene.
Yeah. So I got that one at number 2. It's phenomenal. No. So,
Wow.
there you go. Down to our number 1s here from us. Let us know what you guys think of the list so far and what your guys' number 1s are going to be. Besides Infinity War and Endgame. Let's have some fun with those. I think those are clear number 1s.
So
great.
Look, man.
Go ahead, Cook.
You had a great number 2. My number 1 is very similar because this moment here, literally, like, it made you, as a lover of comics, as a lover of superheroes, rejoice. You're just like, wow, we finally did it. Avengers, the first Avengers, when they are all together.
Yeah.
Bro, because first of all, to start the scene, you have the big ass ship coming at them. You got the Hulk scene. He says, come on, we're gonna need that big guy now. We need you to get angry. That's the secret. I'm always angry. Oh my god. He transformed.
And that line delivery was elite.
Elite, bro. And then, like, it's just the pan of the entire team, bro. Like, we did it. We finally did it. We got comic book movies to be elite. Like, this was just what everybody who has loved this has wanted to see. And it was perfect. It was perfect. That's my number 1.
I did have that one in the honorable mentions. So hell
yeah. So obviously excluding Endgame, like we just talked about. I mean, we've already talked about it. It's the fucking portal scene. I don't got to go over it again. So taking off Endgame and what's it called? Infinity War. My number 1 is going to be the airport scene.
Oof.
I think excluding those 2, I think the airport scene is fucking immaculate. I kind of hinted that I would go back to Civil War, and Civil War, I got it higher for sure than these 2, but I don't feel bad about it in the slightest. I think that movie is fucking immaculate, amazing, incredible. Like it's one of the best the MCU has to offer. The airport scene is ridiculous. Getting the sides, Team Cap versus Team Tony, all that tension that had been brewing from the whole movie. Getting the introduction of Spider-Man. We meet Peter before that, but getting him in the fucking suit, Tony yelling underoos and him flipping through. Fucking Ant-Man going big, the different banter. My name's Clint. I don't care. Like, all that shit is just so good, man. It's so good.
They did the Hawkeye shooting Ant-Man scene too.
Oh yeah, on the arrow, yeah. There's just a lot of good shit because Bucky and Falcon are fighting Spider-Man, and he's like, "What's up with all these fucking bug characters or whatever the fuck?" Like it's just good conversations. And then obviously the end, like how it ends, them taking off and fucking shooting Rhodey out of the sky, and he fucking falls, and Tony having to go get him. Like, Spider-Man talking to Cap and asking him where he's from, fucking Brooklyn. Like, it's just so good. It's so good. So yeah, their airport scene it's incredible.
This I have number 3 all time. Number 1 for this purpose. I love this scene. First time I saw it was just insane. It's the elevator scene. Captain America Winter Soldier.
I wanted to put it so bad in here.
I love this scene, man. Like, just from everybody stepping in, just kind of just sizing them up. Okay, all right, let's see what's happening. Having a little, chop it up real quick, and then right before the shit gets started. All right, before we get started, does anybody want to get out? Oh my god! I said, oh shit! Bro. It just proceeds to whoop all their asses and show us that Captain America can be a badass too. All right, like he doesn't have powers like everybody else. He can't fly. He doesn't do all this other shit, but he's still a badass, and he showed it in that scene. And I absolutely love this scene. Like I said, this is number 3 all time for me. I just enjoy this. I can still put this on. One of my favorite movies of all time as well too. Like, yeah, fantastic. I love that.
That shit is crazy, man. Because Man, it's an excellent scene because of the fact that he's just spotting all the differences. Like the dude holding his hand on his gun, the way he turned the people behind him talking about bullshit. Like, oh man. And then it's dope because of the callback when they time traveled and he went in the elevator and did the Hell Hydra. Like, oh my god. Right. Yeah, that shit's dope. That shit's dope.
Honorable mentions. T'Challa, man, coming back, reclaim his throne.
Yep.
As you can see, I am not dead. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I love that scene too. That was fantastic. Let me see what other ones I had in my honorable mentions. Yeah, that's it. I think you guys hit the ones that I had in honorable mentions too, man. Yeah. So surprisingly, I think we only hit on one as all three. So
one dude. That's crazy.
But yeah, fantastic scenes from the MCU. Let us know what you guys thought about our list. What do you guys have as your guys' top 5 personal favorites of all time?
I gotta say, shocking. I thought for sure Cody would have something, but nothing from Guardians 3, huh?
I was thinking about it, but Guardians 3, like, it's not that their scenes aren't great, but that shit's just sad. Like, like I'm not gonna put a sad scene in here when it just doesn't fit.
You could.
Nah, bro. I don't want to remember.
I don't even know what scene you would put, to be honest.
Exactly. They're all sad.
His friend, the ferret, she got shot.
That shit broke me.
Bro,
she looked up and said,
crying.
Is that the sky? Damn.
Oh. And you want me to put that in the top 5 MCU scenes? That's fucking
Why not?
crazy.
Nothing from Winter Soldier? I don't think. Did we say anything in Winter Soldier?
Yeah, it was an elevator.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, that is Winter Soldier. Yep.
And then Sebastian phoned in right there. You said Civil War, but that was Winter Soldier too when he knocked off his mask finding out it was fucking.
Yep.
You're right. Yeah.
Chasing him.
But yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Pretty cool. Let us know what you guys thought about our MCU moments, and like I said, leave your top 5 moments. What you guys think. Drop all those in the comments below. Moving on to our what did we watch? What did we watch this week? What did we play? Or perhaps what did we listen to this week? We're gonna kick it over to Cody. Anything new this week?
Yes, you do know there is something new. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Great movie.
Let's see where he settled. If anything changed, because we did have a conversation. I watched it with him. I had to watch it with him. He threw it on. I said, "Yeah, hell yeah, I'm down." I was tired too, and I think I even fell asleep for a little bit at one point. I woke up again and watched it.
Listen, man, I am for everybody out there. I have not watched any of the Mission Impossibles. This is the only one I have watched. And it was so good that it made me want to watch the other ones, even though I'm probably not, because I can't do it. But it was so good, like, because I'm gonna give a rating at the end of this. It was like, I feel like, because I was expecting just pure action, because that's how I've heard about these movies, stunts, this and that, which there were, but this felt more story driven, more talkative, more like, because. And obviously, I haven't seen the other ones. It felt like more of a callback because it was hella callbacks that I'm not familiar with, but I'm pretty sure other people are. But it still was good, like seeing that happen because I was still smiling, like geeking, the people coming back and how all their like communications with people, like. So it was cool. And I'm not gonna spoil it because I feel like some people haven't seen this. Right? How old is this? When did this come out?
Maybe like a month at this point.
I'm still not gonna spoil anything crazy. But overall, amazing movie. I am now at a 10 because I don't see I don't see a reason why it shouldn't be a 10. Like it was nothing wrong with it.
Stunned.
It was good. It was great. It was really great. I really can't say a bad thing about it. Like no issues. It has an amazing scene underwater. Amazing scene. J Mac is absolutely right about that scene. That scene is actually insane. Like genuinely, it's insane. Like it every time he's doing something, you don't think he's gonna come out of it all the time. Even though they see him as that guy, like I'm seeing him do this shit. I'm like, bro, what? Like how? Like this? There's just no way. And he finds a way, not because of bullshit, but because he's that guy. Like he's doing the right thing. And then when it comes to the end of the movie, when you have to make those decisions and the people they choose to make certain decisions and you got to make 100 millisecond type of decision, it just elevates a movie, bro. Like you don't get like, man, like the way they do it, it's not just bullshit. It's done so well. It's like, I can't believe I haven't been keeping up with like the movies. Like that's how good it. Like wow, I've been missing out. Is basically what I'm trying to say. So yeah.
Fantastic.
And then I watched that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure live action movie. Yeah, it is good. It is good. Like they yeah, because like it literally, they're literally just doing what the anime did. Like it's literally what the anime did. So and don't be wrong, I love the CGI or whatever they use. It looked great. Like seeing a stand come to life was phenomenal. Actually, that shit was amazing. Seeing how they used it to actually like do the fights was dope. And they didn't change something too crazy to make it like off. Like it was literally following the script to a T. So W's to them, man. W's to them.
Right.
That's
rating on that one.
Rating. I want to say, I don't want to give it a 10 because I wouldn't say 10. I'm gonna say 8. I'm gonna say 8.
All right. Okay,
yeah,
not bad. There you go. Mission Impossible and JoJo live action. Jet, you got a lot, so I'm gonna go first here, and then see if we hit any.
How you know you
I got 2 this week. I'll start off with Predator: Killer of Killers. This was the anthology animated movie that dropped, I think, on Friday, Thursday, something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna just give you the rating off rip. I'm at a 9 on this one. This one is probably one of the best Predator projects we have so far. Not saying much, right? I mean, there's maybe 2 or 3 badass Predator movies or so, but this one, yeah, this is definitely up there, if not the best for me personally. All 3 stories. You got the Viking story, like we knew about. You got the feudal Japan one involving 2 brothers. So you know me, that was my favorite one. Hooked me. That one was great. And then you've got the World War II pilots, which crazy, insane storytelling on that one. We've never seen a Predator fight in a spaceship. This is pretty much a dogfight. The whole story, that was what it is. He was a Predator, but he was driving a ship and taking motherfuckers out. So that was very unique and something I've never seen before. And then that Viking one was a story of just vengeance. She was seeking vengeance and came across a Predator, and yeah, fantastic storytelling on all 3 of them. No issues. The animation was top notch. It was very similar to Arcane, that same style.
That's crazy. I was thinking about Arcane in my fucking head.
Almost the same. Like you could see the similarities. They almost look identical. So fantastic animation. It was beautiful to look at. So no issues there. But then this third act, I'm not gonna get into anything. This third act though, caught me off guard. I didn't see that coming. I did not see how they were gonna wrap up this movie, and they did wrap it up in a awesome way. There is I wouldn't even say an Easter egg, but a connection to another movie that I don't want to talk about either. That was just like, wow, okay, so we got an answer onto exactly what was going on in that movie. And yeah, I love this movie, man. I watched it once, and then Gloria was watching. I put on another Predator movie, and she watched that, and she's like, all right, what's next? Let's watch another one. And I threw on this one. She loved this one too. So yeah, this one is definitely, if you're a fan of Predator, even if you're not a fan of Predator, and it's just an animated movie you want to throw on, this is definitely one to throw on. You'll have a good time watching it. That third act, like I mentioned, just tied everything beautifully. And then that surprise at the end was just fantastic. So Predator: Killer of Killers, if you guys haven't seen it, that's out on Hulu. I would imagine it's on Disney Plus too. But yeah, go check that one out. That one is awesome. And then the last one I got for you guys, Ballerina. I went to go watch this one in theater.
Let's get it.
This one was, I'm gonna give you the rating off it, man. I'm at a 9 on this one too.
Wow.
I had a blast watching this one. Like, Ana de Armas killed it. Action star, great. Keanu Reeves, as we saw in the trailer too, he wasn't like a cameo, but he wasn't like a co-star. He was somewhere in the middle. He showed up just enough for a few scenes, stuff like that. So it was cool to have him in there.
That's exactly what that was. That was a great way to put that.
Yeah. So
I didn't know. Yeah, that's a great way to put that, actually.
But I loved it, man. I loved it. The only thing that I'm seeing other people say that I maybe not necessarily agree with, and I'd have to go rewatch them, is they're saying that this is better than some John Wick movies. The only one that comes to mind is it better than 4. Maybe it's better than 4. That's the only one that I can think of. But as of right now, I still don't have it better than any of the John Wick movies. But that does not take away from this movie whatsoever. The action was top notch. The kills, oh my God, what a creative way to get some kills going. Like, grenades, flamethrowers, what was happening? Like insane. So they really took creative swings with the kills and making it a little different on that side, and it worked. And it absolutely worked. So I had a fun time watching this movie, and I was really surprised by exactly like how awesome it was. So that's where I'm at with that one.
Yeah, damn. I was at an 8. I'm with you. I don't think it's better than any of them. Honestly, I didn't think that. I could going back, I can kind of see maybe with 4. I could kind of see that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I can kind of see that because I have that one last for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, she's incredible. She's got it.
She killed it. Yeah.
She is her. Amazing. She needs to get more action roles. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, incredible. But yeah, for being in that world, and obviously, you know, like you said, he's in it, but it's not his. I thought they knocked out the park. Thought it was great. Like you were saying, the kills. Oh my fucking god,
craziness!
That shit with the door,
insane. Yeah, insane. Like absolutely insane. I'm gonna go into spoilers. Obviously, Cody doesn't like action movies, doesn't like John Wick movies, so it's nothing too crazy for him. But she couldn't find any guns in this scene. What she did find was a crate full of grenades. She chucked them bitches, man. She was chucking them left and right, killing motherfuckers. Insane, bro. Like I was like, oh my god. So yeah, fantastic scene.
So
fantastic.
Did she fight the Baba Yaga?
You want to talk about the Baba Yaga scene? She did indeed fight the Baba Yaga scene, okay? And I was hoping to God that they did not fuck this up, okay? Like the way they present her is she's newly out of training. She's like, I think it's 2 months, maybe 3 months out of
something like that.
Completing training, okay? And she's a badass in her own right, but she's not John Wick. So when John Wick came on screen and presented this fight that they were going to have, I was like, please don't even just let her stand a chance. Like, she's done for. Like, this is fucking Baba Yaga. This is John Wick. We got 4 movies with this man of how badass he is, killing motherfuckers left and right. And thankfully, they didn't do that. Nah, John Wick handled her easily. Was no problems, no issues. And that was a fantastic scene in and of itself. And he just kept telling her, hey, just leave. And every time, he could have killed her like 4 or 5 times. Damn. Every time, just leave. Hey, just leave. and it got to the point where people were laughing, like he just kept saying it and shit. Like so I love that scene. Did not fail me in whatsoever. So fantastic.
Yeah, that's good.
Take away from
No, it's good. So you pretty much nailed everything. I had been looking forward to it. John Campy and them were talking about you know how good it looked to them and the crazy scene that just kept going on and on for a little bit. So I was super excited to watch it, and it's so funny because the third one, I had went to the theater by myself opening day to watch that bitch. Like that's how excited I was because I got into John Wick like way later, like before like it was already popular, and then so I went to go watch the third one by myself at the theater. Like that's just how excited I was to watch it. And yeah, I don't know. This franchise just keeps going. He keeps defying the odds. Obviously, we know who he is, but every movie just gets crazier and crazier and crazier, and they just find new ways to do even more elevated shit. And I love this fucking franchise. I don't know what else to say about it. It's great. Even the spinoffs, like you said, I didn't end up watching the Continental, but from what you said, it was solid. Solid to good. So they keep doing it justice. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. You would think something like this would have already ended, but they're all good.
They did such a great job building the lore and the world and world building around this movie and around the way the assassins work and their whole currency and all of that, man, that they could do spin-offs great. So yeah, I love this franchise too. I'm with you. See the poster behind me. Hope to get that signed one day. Keanu, that'd be cool. But yeah, fantastic movie. So
and they can really just keep going forever because it's like just like you said, they handled the Keanu and Anna scene with such care, treating his character the way that he's supposed to be treated on a fucking pedestal. He's a fucking legend. Nobody should be him. They ended up treating that with care. So it's like if they understand that, they can introduce any character into this world and give them a great story, give them great action scenes, and make it believable. Because we know, like, anybody that they bring in, they're not going to be better than that guy, you know. So it's really good.
Yo, Ballerina, if you guys haven't seen it, do yourselves a favor, go check it out. If you guys are fans of John Wick, fans of action movies in general, this has plenty of it. So yeah, let us know what you guys thought about it. But yeah, Jet, transition straight to you.
Yeah, so the first one, you actually had told me about this. I didn't know it was a thing. I was gonna watch the Netflix one whenever it came out, but the Ocean Gate documentary on HBO Max.
With you there, then.
That's what it's called.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but yeah, go ahead. Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, I'm the documentary guy. I got to. It was good. I learned a lot about that shit that I didn't know. Obviously, I did know that the guy, I don't even remember his name, but the head guy of Ocean Gate, obviously I knew just by Ocean Gate even fucking happening, but that he was a crazy bastard. But to see the extent of how crazy he was, and because I was going to say his level of, I guess, thrill, what for him personally, he would put that over safety, was fucking crazy. Was fucking insane. But the way that the documentary, for me at least, tried to paint it a little bit was that he was under like a lot of pressure to succeed. And I guess I can, like, obviously maybe I can't relate to that, but I guess I can kind of see it, but it's still kind of like, who gives a fuck? Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. But yeah, seeing all of that, seeing the testimonies from different people, he had all the chances in the world for that shit to not happen. And by many accounts, he knew it was going to happen. Yeah. He was just counting down the days. When the fuck is it going to happen, really? And so, yeah, I think you can truly say he was an evil guy, because you're just endangering people's lives every single time that submarine was going down. Every single time it would make a fucking sound down there, and they would be like, what the fuck was that?
I don't worry about it.
They're just fucking ignoring it. Just not giving a fuck. Like, that's just standard. It always makes that sound.
Yeah.
And then the one girl was in there, and she was like, nah, motherfucker. That is fucking the... wow, what's the fucking material? I couldn't even believe it. Fucking carbon fiber. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. That's what your shit is made out of? Carbon fiber? Bro. It was just crazy to watch that. And Andrea made a comment during it where she was like, because I think I was going to put it on, and it was at the beginning, and she was kind of like, oh, baby, we lived through that. I was like, those are the best fucking documentaries, because all the documentaries I watch, I ain't lived through that shit. You know what I'm saying? But something that I was there for, it's cool to see that shit in the documentary. But yeah, you could talk about it a little bit if you want to. But yeah, that was just crazy to me to watch.
Oh yeah, I mean, like you said, so many people. Well, I mean, maybe not so many people, because it seemed like his camp was just like, nah, you just don't know what you're fucking talking about. But that one girl in particular just bringing up issues and like, hey, this isn't supposed to happen, and they're just brushing her off and be like, nah, you just don't want to.
Yeah, the company too. Yeah. I don't even think it was just him.
No, it wasn't just him. It was the people around him too. It was the company too that were just like, nah, we know what we're doing. We're going on an adventure, and if you don't want to be a part of that adventure, then go ahead and kick rocks. It was just insane. Like from seeing the way the first one failed. Okay, and I get this. This is experimentals. Let's go to the drawing board. Let's see what's gonna work, and then them taking it on dives and stuff like that. And even the dude from the
that was cool.
I was trying to look it up. Yeah, from the TV show, and him like going through it and being like, "Yo, this isn't supposed to be like this." And this is so. How many dives has this been on? This particular submarine, and it was like none. It was like, this is the first one or some shit. And yeah,
and him going in it was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. Him even trying to do that was insane. So yeah, insane how many problems and how many cracks and sounds every time they made a dive. It just happened, and they just didn't care. So yeah, it was just an insane documentary. And like you said, so many chances to not do it, and they did it. So crazy.
Also going back to that one dude, him, just that it kind of put in perspective, like, the seriousness for him when he went to the execs of his studio, it was like, hey man, I know what we got. I know what it is. I know how much money y'all spent with this. He's gonna kill somebody. Yeah. We can't do this. And it's just like, damn.
Josh Gates. Josh Gates, that's his name.
Josh Gates, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know how execs, you know, they sometimes they'll put money before, you know, the right thing. Yeah. You know. So that was crazy. Yeah, it's just sad because I really didn't know anything about anybody that, you know, had passed away to that thing, and getting like that wife's account, just her talking about it, and just from her talking to the camera, I was like, man, she's dead inside.
Yeah.
Like there's no emotion there. She's just living, honestly. As crazy as that sounds, like she's just going through the motions. And I could just feel that from her just talking. Like it was sad. And just one of them being a kid, and it's so preventable. So fucking preventable. And he had every chance to, like we said, and just fucking ignored it. Ignored people's safety. So that could have happened to so many different groups, because so many different groups went on that shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just sad, man.
Crazy.
It's a really good documentary. Learned a lot from that one, honestly. And I think, because you know how documentaries always give the information at the end, that case is still going, right?
That's insane. Yeah, I mean, they kind of alluded to it. They didn't tell us exactly what was going to happen, but they kind of alluded to it when the three National Guard people were talking about, you know, the case, and they were like, you know, so criminal charges, and they're like, yeah, it's looking like criminal charges. So presumably criminal charges are going to be brought up against Ocean Gate and maybe some other people in particular, but yeah, that's still going as of I think they said at the end of the year they were going to disclose their findings.
I think that's what it was. Shit. Yeah. Part 2.
Yeah.
It was also crazy them having footage of like when they died. Like that was crazy. Yeah. That was insane. What was that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what the fuck that was. Yeah. So yeah, pretty crazy. This is The Greatest Night in Pop on Netflix 2024. This was a documentary about one night in January of 1985 when the biggest stars in fucking music came together to make the We Are the World song to raise money for hungry. I think it was hungry kids in Africa. I think that's what the objective was there. But yeah, man, watching this, like Andrea didn't really rock with this one. But I thought it was the coolest shit ever. Like that shit to me was fucking crazy. Because it just started with Lionel Richie, and then it just started into this big ass mission of just getting everybody who was fucking popular at that point in time to get on this fucking song, so that, you know, it would raise money so that their fans would buy it. It would just become this big ass thing. So they got fucking, it started with, you know, black people. So they had Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie, Quincy Jones, obviously, to produce things. And they had a bunch of other people. And it just turned into, well, why should we stop there? We should just get the biggest fucking names in the world. So they got fucking Billy Joel, Bob Dylan, Ray Charles, Bruce Springsteen, Willie Nelson, Kenny Rogers. I mean, the list just goes on and fucking on. Like it was crazy. Obviously going back to Bob Dylan, it man, after seeing, you know, that fucking movie, it was cool as shit to see him in there. Like it was just crazy. And dude, they were in that because the way that it worked, because obviously they're celebrities, right? So obviously, just thinking about it logically, celebrities, like, they're constantly moving. They're constantly going on different shows, different things. Like, they're never all going to be in the same place in one night. So they got lucky. And the night that they were like, okay, we can get everybody to be in one place was the American Music Awards of 1985. So all the celebrities, music celebrities, were going to be in LA on that night. So they had talked to everyone. Everyone apparently fucking agreed. And they all met after the awards to do it. And they were there till like whenever they got there, late at night, like maybe 10, 11, 12, something like that. Probably 10 because it was starting to get crazy. And they didn't finish that fucking song till 7, 8 in the morning.
Damn.
Like they were in that studio all fucking night. And there's just like, as you can imagine, there's so many different like egos and just like so much star power and people try to tell people to do this and we should do this. Like it's crazy. It's as crazy as it sounds. It was just so fucking interesting to see. Man, Bruce Springsteen. That was one of my favorites of the whole thing. That guy's a legend. Holy shit, is he a fucking legend? Obviously seeing that footage of Michael, dude. Oh my god, Michael fucking Jackson. That shit is crazy. But yeah, just so many legends and all them making this one song. it was just fucking crazy. And then obviously they released a song after they finally mix it and things like that, and it becomes like this huge fucking thing. That song to this day is still still making fucking money to that cause. I think it's Hungry Kids in Africa. It's still making money to that cause. Like it was a fun watch for me. Because you just get so many perspectives, and there's just so many music legends that went into making that. So yeah, that I recommend that one too. That was a good one for me. But yeah, you had tackled the one I thought we were going to do together, so that is my 3. I actually did have another one I was just thinking about. We are like 20 minutes away from finishing Ted Lasso, finally. I was trying to push through it, man, but I had to go to work in the morning. So we had like 3-4 episodes. Just hold it. Please hold it in your head.
I'm about to go look it up.
We had like 3-4 episodes to go, so it was a good chunk. They were kind of doing a lot, like in those last 3-4 episodes. Like those fucking Nigerian bullies came and was fucking with Sammy, the ones that were trying to start that Super League, and they had the meeting with fucking all the rich owners.
Yeah.
They introduced that fucking storyline, and fucking Keely had lost her business. Like there was a bunch they were doing. And I was like, damn, like we gotta wrap up this story. Y'all doing a lot at the end. But by the end of like the 9th, kind of 10th, kind of beginning of the 10th episode, they were wrapping up storylines, and I like it. I like it a lot. It's gonna be so interesting when this show comes back, and obviously it's not gonna be Richmond. He's going to be coaching women, I think was the synopsis of what season 4 is going to be. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can capture that same care that I had that I have for Richmond, because I really love that team, man. Like they can be on fucking on the screen and in the locker room just talking, and they're fucking hilarious, all of them. It was really cool that that scene or the episode, really, they were tackling how what's his face, I don't remember his name, but he had came out to because Keely had got her shit leaked, so he was the team captain was telling all of them, all right, everybody delete every fucking thing. And he had found out that the one teammate is gay, and he got pissed at him. So I was like, okay, well, he's just mad because he didn't tell him. And I guess that immediately, like, yeah, that's what it was. Like, why didn't you tell me? He told him at the end. But it was crazy. He went in the stands and beat that dude's ass because he said the F word out loud. And yeah, it's just, the show was really good for me because so many characters just did so many great, like, they just had so much great character progression for everyone. Like everyone kind of evolved. And man, I almost shed a tear with that fucking when Ted was talking to his mom in the apartment, and he was just like, man, like I just fucking miss my son. And we were just finally seeing like actual emotion from Ted talking to his mother, and I was just like, damn, he's got that. 'Cause I man, that shit's hurting me. Yeah, it's just a really great show. I fucking love it. I hope it does please me when it comes back that they do it justice and we care for this new team because I don't know from what it's looking like right now, like it's a great send off. So bringing it back, it's like, damn, that's kind of crazy.
Yep.
So we'll see.
All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's see if y'all remember once I pull it up. What do you guys see?
Yeah, okay.
And here's a better picture for your eyes.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
But that's the bodysuit, and we never really see him out of the bodysuit though.
that's what I'm saying.
Nah, but you can't put I forget his name. You can't put him in a bodysuit. Bison is too big.
Walton?
Yeah,
What?
Walton. You can't put him in a bodysuit. That Bison's too big.
Bro,
Bison is big as shit though.
have you not seen there's like it's not like a meme or anything, but like people are noticing like, you know, big bodybuilders where their necks are like huge. They're like, if you really think about it, it looks like a small skinny
Like a
guy
little
in a bodysuit.
Yeah.
That literally, it can literally work. I promise.
Hell nah.
You're just not envisioning it. Like that's the problem. You just can't see it.
Nah, there's no way.
All you gotta do is get a bodysuit, bro.
Somebody had to put a. Nah, nobody's put no pictures of him as Bison yet. But nah, the dude can act. I'm not. He's fantastic.
Yeah, we're not talking about acting. We're just talking about strictly looks.
Yeah. I'm not
Bodysuit.
even saying his face doesn't look like him because you can make him look like him. It's just his body. That's it. Like that's it. That's the only thing.
Have faith in 2025's technology.
Bison's
man.
a 6'4", 6'5" motherfucker with 300 pounds, man. Like that's not Walton. Yeah, that's not Walton. That's all muscle too. So
Yeah, and Penguin is a 400-pound.
hell no, he ain't no 400 pound.
Hell yeah.
Nah. Yeah, we'll see if he ends up getting the role. Then hey, awesome for him. See what they end up doing with it. But yeah, cool. But all right, there you guys go. Another episode in the books. Let us know what you guys thought about today's episode. All the topics we talked about, or not our topics, but our MCU that we talked about, our top 5. Any news that you guys heard, or what we watches, anything and everything that you guys heard. Leave all those thoughts down in the comments below. And while you're down there in those comments, go and drop us a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. That would be much appreciated. Audio listeners, go and drop us 5 stars. That too would be much appreciated. And for those of you that have yet to subscribe on our YouTube, head on over to YouTube, hit subscribe, and don't forget to turn that bell notifications on so you never miss a video from us, especially if you're watching this pod right now and you want more content from the pod. Jet drops little segments of the podcast that are not out yet over there on YouTube, so do yourself a favor and go sub now for that content. But in the meantime, keep it locked here to LFG, where we got you covered on anything and everything in pop culture. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.